Carlie here from the Greenberg Families Library. Let's read another book. Today we're going to read On One Foot. Long ago, a somewhat foolish young man traveled to the ancient city of Jerusalem to study. I want to learn the Torah, the young man said to himself, but I don't want just any teacher. I want a great teacher. He sat under a tree on the outskirts of town and thought, how will I figure out who is a truly great teacher? He watched a bird perched on a nearby branch, standing on one foot. What a clever bird, he thought, to stand on one foot and not topple over. That's it, he thought as he jumped up. A great teacher would be clever enough to stand on one foot. His eyes widened further. In fact, a truly great teacher could teach me the whole Torah while standing on one foot. So off he went to search the bustling city of Jerusalem. Soon he came upon a rabbi who was busy studying. Hello, Rabbi, he said. Can you teach me the whole Torah while standing on one foot? Ha, laughed the rabbi. Do you know how many books there are in the Torah? There are 5. He held up 5 fingers. Do you really think I can teach you all that while standing on one foot? Not even the great Rabbi Hillel could do that. And he fell on the ground laughing. The young man stamped his foot. Stop laughing at me. But the rabbi continued to laugh. The young man kicked angrily at a clod of dirt and stomped away. Soon he came upon another rabbi. Rabbi, can you teach me the whole Torah while standing on one foot? What? The rabbi shouted. Don't you know there are 613 commandments in the Torah? How could I teach them all while standing on one foot? I'd have to stop to eat and sleep. It takes a whole year to read the Torah from start to finish, but never on one foot. That's preposterous. He towered over the young man and glared. Not even the great Rabbi Hillel could do that. Humph. The young man stormed off, all hot and bothered in the face. Finding a great teacher was not going to be easy. He trudged through the streets, scowling at every person he saw, and they all scowled right back at him. Soon he came upon the famous Rabbi Shammai and asked him, Rabbi, can you teach me the whole Torah while standing on one foot? Rabbi Shammai scowled. Don't insult me with such a silly question. Not even Rabbi Hillel would tolerate it. Now go, he shouted, shaking his fist. The young man could hardly get away fast enough. But now he feared he would never find a teacher. Did I come all this way for nothing? He asked himself. The sun was setting as he came upon a group of children playing in the square. Get out of my way, he snapped. What's your hurry? We were only playing, one of the children said in surprise, but they all moved to let him pass. The young man strode by, still scowling. Where are you going? Another child called out. Can we help? Asked a third. The young man turned back and blinked in surprise. No one had offered to help him all day. I am looking for a great rabbi who can teach me the whole Torah while standing on one foot, he told the children. Oh, let's try that, they all giggled. What fun! They each stood on one foot and recited as fast as they could, but soon they all toppled to the ground laughing. We can't do it. You should go to Rabbi Hillel. They pointed the way. If anyone can do it, he can. He is the wisest rabbi in all of Jerusalem, and he's also the kindest. So off the young man went. Meanwhile, the kind, gentle Rabbi Hillel was spending his day teaching people who came to him with questions. He listened carefully to each one and gave a thoughtful response. So many questions, thought Rabbi Hillel, so much to learn. At that moment, he heard a knock on the door. Please come in, he called, even though it was already growing dark. The young man entered. Oh, Rabbi Hillel, can you teach me the whole Torah while standing on one foot? The rabbi looked at him. The young man held his breath. What would the great rabbi do? Rabbi Hillel did not fall on the ground laughing, or shout preposterous, or shake his fist. But he did not stand on one foot either. Instead, he waited patiently to make sure the young man was listening. Then he calmly spoke. Do not do to others what you do not want them to do to you. What? The young man said. Is that the whole Torah? Rabbi Hillel nodded. The rest is just commandments and explanations. The young man scratched his head. He thought about his day of being laughed at and insulted, and he thought of how he'd scowled at strangers and how they'd scowled back. He scratched his head. I don't like to be insulted or scowled at, so I shouldn't do that to other people? I think that would be a good way to live, said Rabbi Hillel. I'd like to try it, said the not-so-foolish young man. Good, said Rabbi Hillel. Come, my student, let's go study. Rabbi Hillel's wise words spread far and wide from one person to the next, and from one generation to the next, all the way down to us. Do not do to others what you do not want them to do to you. Words that are wise enough to last a lifetime, and yet simple enough to say while standing on one foot. The end. Thank you for reading another book with me. I hope you'll come and read another one next week. Bye-bye.